Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Becky, I'm an artist from the UK, and today I wanted to talk about sketchbooks. I've always found keeping a sketchbook difficult, especially recently. I feel like everything I do in it is forced, and as a result I hate looking at it. I hate everything about it. And I don't mean keeping a sketchbook of any kind, I mean keeping one in the way I feel like I'm expected to do as an artist. Pages full of cool, super aesthetic, full pieces of art, and mine looks like the scribbles of Madman. I've never carried one with me, worked in a cafe, or taken one on a trip. I just don't use it. I've never been able to keep a diary either, so that might have something to do with the way I am. I do make many valiant attempts at consistently keeping one, and for somebody who says they can keep one, I have a lot of them. I have separate cheap flimsy ones for different ongoing projects like Tarot, Alice in Wonderland and Folklore. These I dip in and out of so they don't really bother me. I approach them differently, they are specifically for working through an idea, so all the scribbling and note taking that I unconsciously do feels valid, but I have come to accept that this is the way I use my sketchbooks. I am a thumbnailer, scribbler and note taker. I have two main sketchbooks, an A4 and A5-ish. I loathe using the A4 one. It feels huge and never ending. I feel overwhelmed every time I look at it. I don't know what possessed me to buy two, but 2 years later I'm still battling with it. I started it Peachtober 23 and wanted it to kickstart my sketchbooking journey. And I've done some pieces that I like, but it started to feel a bit pointless than being in a sketchbook. Not that I'm selling them or anything, but it's if I ever wanted to do something with them, being in there it seemed like it made it more difficult. The same goes for my A5 one. That I wanted specifically for painting, but again that has dropped off, and whilst the size feels more comfortable, it hasn't encouraged me to make art in it. A little while ago I searched "Do all artists keep a sketchbook?" because I was struggling so much. I was beating myself up a lot about not keeping one. All of the artists I follow and love keep amazing sketchbooks and seem to work in them effortlessly. I felt such pressure to fill one the way they do. It took me away from who I was. As I said, it felt so forced and was stuff I really wasn't happy with. But when I started treating my sketchbooks the way that felt right and embraced it, I found it much more enjoyable. So the process I have come to is this. I thumbnail, scribble, note take and list make to my little heart's content in my sketchbook, usually in black pen, as aesthetically I like that a lot more. This way of working in ideas generation was not encouraged while studying, which I think is partly to do with why I find it so difficult. There was such a huge emphasis on ideas generation, which I understand they need to see how you got to where you did, but from the start I would know where I wanted to end up, and this going all around the houses felt pointless. I've now realised I like to work on instinct and trust myself. I guess this is why I now really feel detached from the illustrator I trained to be and more general artist and painter of things. I will take the notes, sometimes draw them bigger, make them more fleshed out, but mostly I leave them as they are and let them float around in my head and evolve organically as I work through the next steps. Depending on what image I'm making, I will stage the painting, so my houses, for example, I'll arrange them how I want them or make new ones, make different card pieces or little elements. I will photograph them, take them into my iPad, fiddle with the layout, print, transfer to the surface with carbon paper and paint. For paintings on mountboard or paper, I put them into folders. I have A4, A3 and A2, and what canvas I can fit on the walls of my studio I put there. It's so much more freeing and less of a burden to work this way. I'm very much it comes out how it comes out kind of artist, and I don't like to work and rework something. I'm so worried about my sketch being better than the final piece, I just like to jump straight into it. So I've found a way of working that works for me. I love looking at all my scribbly notes, and surprisingly I remember what they all mean. Others will jog my memory for other bits too, so I kind of feel like I've always got a lot to explore. I know people are going to say it's just practice and discipline, but I think for the amount of time I've been making art, if I haven't made sketchbooking work for me by now, I probably won't. But who knows, I may surprise myself. So that's it. I just wanted to have a little ramble about my sketchbooks. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you keep your sketchbook and how you keep motivation up in it. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.